this recording? Is this recording? No, I'm kidding. That's corny. Anyways, this is actually my first video, so please bear with me. I stutter a lot and I'm horrible at talking, and I also get distracted really easily. You'll see it throughout the video. I'll be like, this thing. Oh shoot, my credit card. That's my credit card information. Don't do that. But I meant retake. This thing. It's horrible. And that's pretty self-explanatory. It's really common sense. Like, everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that phones are basically bad. Not super, like, phones have so many useful things on it, like iMessage, or text message if you don't have an iPhone, YouTube, TikTok can be educational. There's a lot of educational stuff out there in social media for sure, but there's also a lot of like fake information, and it's actually quite hard to differ fake information from like true information, and there's like clickbait stuff. You get the gist, like, but everybody knows that phones are addictive, and they have like dopamine release, like abnormal abnormal dopamine release, because the little things in life, like, we appreciate them less because we're on our phone so much. And like, for example, on TikTok, we're always like just scrolling, like art, like minimum of 15 seconds, right, per video, and that's a very short amount of time. And then you see like a funny dog video, and then it's like an instant dopamine release right away, as opposed to like being outside and like things just happening at a slower pace and like less predictive. Because sometimes like when you see videos on the internet, like pictures, it can be quite predictive. Like, you know, it's gonna be entertaining. That's why you're on your phones, because you know it's entertaining. But I'm not saying this from a perspective where I never use my phone, like I never use social media, or I've never been addicted to it. Actually, I've always kind of been like attached to my phone. Like there was a time, especially during COVID, where my screen time was like literally like 14 hours. Yeah, 14 now. My maximum was like 15 hours, which is a lot if you think about it, because how many hours are there in the day? Like 24 hours, right? 15 hours. 24 minus 15. That's like almost 14 hours or 16. Don't make me do math right now. I don't want to do math. But yeah, you get the point. Yeah, that's 16 hours. Anyways, yeah, so 15 of that you spent on your phone, 16 of that you spent doing something else. But normally, right, like most people have like screen time of around like 6 to 9 hours on average. Before I stopped, well, as of now, I still kind of have a screen time of, let's check my screen time. Oh, wait, that's not bad. Actually, it says that my average is 3 hours and 53 minutes. There you go, if you want to see. And this is actually a really nice feature on your phone. I think most phones have it. Most newer phones, at least. If you don't have it, that's fine. You don't need to have it, but it's just a nice feature you can take advantage of and like track your time. But really, what I'm saying is, we spend so much time on our phone, and again, like I said, it's common sense. But like, if you really think about it, like, how much of your time a day do you spend on your phone? Right? maybe you only spend 4 hours, 5 hours, 9 hours. And then a really good way to like think about it is to compare it like to the amount of hours that you're awake. So because you're not awake for 24 hours, right? Well, that's if you get like kind of a good sleep, like a substantial amount of sleep. But what I'm saying is like you spend like 9 hours on your phone, and the remaining hours to like do homework or like go to the gym, exercise, whatever. But we often think that we don't have enough time, like without thinking about our phones, right? We often think about like how much time we don't have to do things that we want. So, for example, for me, sorry, I'm getting distracted. For me, like I would always be like, oh my gosh, I don't have any time. Like all I do is study every day. All I do is study every day. I'm not a nerd, I swear. Maybe a little bit, but we actually do have quite a bit of time, even though we go to work or we go to school. We still have quite a bit of time to do the things that we do want to do, but we just think that we don't because we spend so much time on our phones. To be honest, like I already told you, I used to be like that. I really, really used to be like that. That's why I know how it's like, and I see the difference between using my phone quite a bit back then and like using it way less now. I mean, you don't have to completely stop using your phone, right? It's kind of a bit impossible to in this day and age, especially because whenever you meet people, they're always like, do you have Instagram? Do you have Instagram? Do you have iMessage? Blah 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 blah. But I think starting to delete some social media apps definitely is where to start. But like we often think that we don't have like the capacity to do that. Oh, I can't do this because I can't because TikTok is so funny. Like all my friends are on Instagram, all my friends are on Snapchat. I get that though. All my friends are like on Snapchat and Instagram. Oh gosh, that's not good. But like, sorry, there's somebody. So during the summer I had school actually, which was miserable. Don't do it to yourself unless you really need to. I get a lot of people do summer school, and I was one of them. But it was not nice, and I felt like all I did all summer was study, and yeah, it was sad because I had like it was the whole summer that I was studying, but then I finally finished summer school, but I only had a 2-week break between summer and fall semester, and then I noticed that like the days are going by really fast, and so I was like, okay, I think I'm on my phone too much. I'm on TikTok too much. Like I've been scrolling for hours, and I feel like I haven't done the things that I wanted to during the summer. Because for me, I have quite a bit of hobbies. I like to draw a lot. I love drawing. I paint. I do animations. I edit. I love editing. I also play instruments, but I don't do all of that in like a day, or like not even like every week, like because I feel like I never have time for it, because like, so I'm not an art major or anything, but I'm in the STEM field, and that's why like there's definitely a lot on my shoulders when it comes to like schoolwork and stuff. But yeah, I just felt like I spent the whole summer studying, but what I didn't realize is I also spent a lot of that other time being on my phone or being on screens, which gosh, how do I say it? Actually, so every time I do finish homework or like take a break. What do I do? Like, I feel like that's what most of us do. So when we were doing schoolwork or other work, type of work, whatever, we go on our phones to take a break, because right, we need that dopamine release. Again, even for just 5 minutes or 20 minutes. But like, if you think about it, like, most of our work, that's what I think at least, like most of our schoolwork, we do it on our on screens as well, like on our laptops, on our PC, whatever. And then when we go take a break, we still go on our phone, which is another device. Not only is it bad for your eyes because you're constantly like looking at something this close or like this close, it's bad for your eyes. It's bad for your eyes. That's why I have horrible vision. Like, I wear glasses because I feel like it's probably because of devices. But yeah, it's not a good way to take a break. Like, your eyes need a break and your mind needs to have a break, and the phone really is not a good way to for that break, right? So I guess what I'm saying is that just try to take your breaks like without devices. So just like go outside, whatever. Like guys, look, like literally, the weather is so nice. Like, the weather is so nice and the mountains are really nice. Don't ask me where I live. I won't tell you where I live. I might. But it's really nice. Just like taking a quick little break to take a walk or just like have some fresh air. It's really nice. It's good for your brain, and it's good for your soul. I'm not very spiritual, but yeah, it's good for you. Basically, it's good for your health too, and it's being inside too much is really, it's not very healthy. And so now the question is, well, how do I start? Oh gosh, that's not centered. There you go. So the question is, right, well, how do I start? Where do I even start? So I recommend first is to delete one app. For me, I deleted both Instagram and TikTok, and it went fine. I actually did it with someone. Just think about it, so many people want to do that. You may not think about it, but like, I just know, like, ask like some of your friends, like, who wants to do that. Like, probably like 2 out of 4 of them, like, or at least like 1 out of 4 of them, like, want to quit, like, want to try at least. So another thing that really helps is getting someone to do it with you, because you're not alone, right? And then you guys are just like talking to each other and like updating each other how this like no phone or whatever, no social media thing is going on. So that's a big thing, like getting somebody else to do it with you, which may be hard, but once you have that someone to do it with, like, it pushes you to like keep doing that, to not be on your phone as much, or like to not have social media. So that, and of course like starting to delete 1 or 2 apps. If 2 apps is too much, then try 1 app first. And I know it's like, it seems really hard, but like once you do that, the first step is to delete social media. Once you like start to do that, then you're like, okay, actually I can function without the use of my phone like as often as I used to. I can function without social media. And that's when you start realizing that. I know it seems really hard right now, but like once you do that first step, you delete it, like just literally immerse yourself in other things. Like if you have hobbies like going to the gym, whatever, immerse yourself in that. Whatever, like if you have a cat or if you have a dog, go play with them. Like just immerse in other things, immerse in nature. There's a lot of other things to do besides like going on your phone and scrolling on like constant like dopamine release videos and pictures. memes, whatever. Um, but yeah, that's definitely where to start. And then at first, honestly, it was quite easy, especially because I did it with someone. But it gets harder. It gets quite a bit harder the more you like go without it, because then I guess you start to get bored, or like the things you do start to get repetitive, like without using your phone. But if you really think about it, the things on your you do on your phone as well are so repetitive. Like you go on your phone, like you're like, imagine like a caveman sees you, right? And they see you on your phone for hours like this. You're just doing this. Like if you think about it, it's really funny to look at. It's funny. And I feel like there's a lot of us that are really creative out there. Like a lot of us have so much like things we want to do, and this is really how we start, is to like use our devices less, but mostly our phones, right? Because if you're doing schoolwork or like other work related stuff, it's kind of hard not to be on your screens, because that's where most things are. But yeah, just when you stop using your phone, like you realize how much time you actually have to do other things. Because right, since you don't have your phone now, then you're gonna start to do other things to like distract yourself, to like you're gonna start drawing, you're gonna start playing basketball, whatever you do. Whatever you do, when you delete those apps, when you start using your phone less, then you're gonna start doing the things that you want, or like at least like distract yourself by doing things, you know what I mean? But yeah, just try, just give it a try, really, just give it a try. It's not that hard to delete it. Actually, that is the hardest thing, to delete it. But once you do that first step, you'll start realizing everything, I swear. And you're, especially if you're a creative, your ideas are just gonna flow, and you'll actually have time to do it. Like you want to do it as soon as you can, because now like you're not on your phone, or like as soon as like you're done with your homework, uh your work, whatever, then you have all this time to like do it. Like even if it's just an hour, if it like right now, like I gave myself like 20 minutes to do this video, um because I was doing mostly schoolwork the whole day. But I'm like, there's so much you can do. Like I trust, like 5 minutes you can go out, take a walk, like just at your yard, or at your house, and then you come back. Trust, like literally 15-minute walk. I know it seems like too fast, but like it's a good amount of walking. But just so much time, and just try it. Just try. Just try it.